Do you guys think men can get pregnant?
Yes.
It's yes.
Yeah, it's yes.
Can men get pregnant?
I don't know. We're not fucking, what's we call them? Seahorses. We not that.
We are asking people if men can get pregnant at Columbia University, and then we're gonna go to Harlem and ask the same question. Do you guys think men can get pregnant?
If you identify as a man and you have the reproductive parts to get pregnant, then yeah, you can get pregnant.
Like, it's a yes. Obviously, it's a yes. There's no question.
Someone that identifies as a man can have a uterus and potentially get pregnant.
If like the man has the same body structure like women with the like here, maybe he can pregnant.
Yeah, if you're transgender, I believe like you can do the whole procedure.
So you define your way into pregnancy, right?
You can now, yeah.
Can men get pregnant?
I want no part of this. Well, yes.
Yes. Do you want any part of it? No. So that was Columbia, and this is Harlem, and we're gonna ask the same question. Can men get pregnant? What do you guys think? Can men get pregnant?
I don't know.
Men cannot get pregnant. That's yes, because they don't got a uterus. Hello. Yeah, they don't have a uterus.
A lot of people have been telling us they can. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's outrageous, bro. For men, we're here to, like, you know, put the seed inside the female.
We're not fucking, what's we call them? Seahorses. We not that.
Yeah, we ain't no fucking seahorses. We and get them pregnant.
Men is not to have baby. God created woman and man to make baby. That's man.
A lot of people have been telling us that men can get pregnant. Have you been hearing this at all?
No, I have not.
You don't have a clue what they're talking about?
No.
Do you have any idea what they're talking about?
No, not really.
They're telling me that if a man has those parts, then they can get pregnant. That's what they were saying.
Really?
Does that make any sense to you?
No, not really.
Women in this country still make 77 cents on the dollar for what men make. So if women don't make less than men?
Actually, if you start looking at the numbers, Rachel, there are lots of reasons for that.
Oh, wait. Well, don't tell me the reasons are. Do women make less than men for doing the same work?
No, because...
Wow. Okay.
Well, for example, men work an average of 44 hours a week. Women work 41 hours a week. Men go into professions like engineering, science, and math that earn more. Women want more flexible
Listen, this is not a math is hard.
No. Yes, it is, actually.
No, it isn't.
Well,
listen.
All right, let Rachel frame it, though, the way she
right now,
laid it out.
women are making 77 cents on the dollar for what men are making.
But that's not true. If so,
let Rachel make her point.
Every greedy businessman in America would hire only women, save 25%. And I love how passionate you are. I wish you were as right about what you're saying as you are passionate about it. I really do. For example, may I share one fact with you? When you look at, for example, single women working in America today between the ages of, I think, 40 and 64, who makes more, men or women, on average? Men make $40,000 a year. Women make 47. When you take out the marriage factor, look at some economics. My point here is that we're manufacturing a political crisis.
Are you confident that you know that gender is as binary as you're describing it? Are you confident that it isn't a spectrum?
I am.
You know this as a scientist?
Well, there's two X chromosomes if you're a woman, an X and a Y. That means
There's
you're a
a
man.
lot
So
of
there's a
scientific
biological basis
research
for
out
this.
there. There's a lot of scientific research out there that says gender is a spectrum.
Chuck, I respectfully disagree. Gender dysphoria for most of our history, all the way through the DSM-5, has been characterized as a mental health disorder, and I don't think it's compassionate to affirm that. I think that's cruelty. And there's no doubt that the cultural movement in this country, even education, is creating more gender dysphoria. If it's a condition of suffering, let's not create more of it. That's what we're doing.
We stand for the truth. We will not apologize for the truth. Let's talk about what's true. God is real. There are two genders. Fossil fuels are a requirement for human prosperity. Reverse racism is racism. An open border is no border. Parents determine the education of their children. The nuclear family is the best known form of governance to mankind. Capitalism is the best system to lift people up from poverty. There are 3 branches of government, not 4. And the U.S. Constitution is the strongest guarantor of freedoms in human history. These things are true. We will not apologize for the truth. We will stand up for the truth. We will fight for the truth. That's what won the American Revolution in 1776. And that's what's going to win the revolution ahead in 2024.
All right, so I want to move to Harlem. That's what I got out of all those videos.
That's about all I got, too, is that the only common sense is in Harlem.
Yes, so I think that's my next move.
Move as far away from Kent or Akron as you can. as far away from the colleges as you can.
Guardians still suck. Vivek for president. If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. If men could get pregnant, there would be a lot fewer people in the world. Capitalism keeps the rich very rich and the poor very poor. I am no communist, but I do like socialism.
You know what? Put your dad's comment back up for a second. Do you not think that's part of the agenda?
What?
His actual comment is as real life to the agenda of Kamala Harris wanting less people. So you say that men can be pregnant.
I guess.
And men won't. Men won't. It's part of the agenda. There'll be less people.
I played a lot of Vivek Ramaswamy there because I was taken to task the other day by Jim. First, though, I want to get to good old Vivek here in a second.
Okay.
But today I had a fun day. I got to go out and do a police event with Billy Morris and his Smoking Rock and Roll food truck, and Joe Burdick Custom Flags presented a flag to the 1st District Police Department.
Well, that's cool.
And it was very cool. It was good times. I didn't know it was even going on until last night. And I think it's the first time that Billy actually returned a call in 6 months.
Nice.
And then I got to actually see him, and he actually does still exist in person.
Yeah, he's still out there.
But it was fun. But, there were a lot of pictures that were posted of said event. Now, there's one picture that Joe Burdick posted on Facebook, and it looks like I'm going to freaking die.
All right, I only grabbed the 4 off of your Facebook page.
All right.
I'll bring them up.
So to see the one, it looks like I'm dead. It looks like I weigh like 500 pounds, and I got my eyes are rolling into the back of my head.
Not this one.
That's a good one. That's fine.
I'm
on the back corner there. No? That's from my post.
Yeah.
He posted something on my wall.
Oh, he did? Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can't find Joe Burdick. Let's see.
It should be. I mean, he posted on my wall, so I don't know.
That's the one where you're. Oh, yeah, boy, that is an awful photo.
Right? What the hell? Why would you post that? And why would you take it? One, then you're going to post it. I mean, it's not. I mean, maybe it's accurate. I don't know what I look like, but shit, dude, have a little discretion when you're posting pictures.
Well, it's not him, so he's not worried about it.
You see that picture? I don't even know if I want you to put it up.
Oh, well. Oh, I'm putting it up. There's no question about that.
I mean, come on.
That is a fucking brutal picture there. Holy cow.
Right?
I'm pulling it right now. Give me 1 second.
I talked to Jake, who came out to the event also. I said, yeah, you see those pictures that he posted? Oh, yeah, oh, great. They're great being there. Everybody's together, the whole group back together. I'm like, yeah, dude, except for the one picture that he, apparently is trying to shame me and wants to, yeah, dude, come on. All right, first of all, I have my front pocket there loaded with, a whole bunch of tissues because I've been, sick. And then it's loaded with my phone. I even stuffed a couple of cookies in there, and I mean, so for my daughter, and so it's loaded with stuff. But the picture, my eyes are rolling in the back of my head. I don't know what the hell he was doing, taking that picture.
That's hilarious.
It's not hilarious.
I love it.
It may be hilarious to you, but it's certainly not hilarious to me. I look like I'm going to die in the picture.
Well, were you?
No.
Were you out of breath?
Not at all.
It's literally just probably 1/10 of a second either side. You'd have looked fine.
Yes. But he decided to snap right there, and then why post it? I mean, Berta Custom Flags, love the flags. They're great. He did a great job with the police today. And Joe is great. But really, he's no longer a friend. After that.
It's funny.
Yeah, it looks like you've been eating a couple of dozen. I didn't have a cookie. I didn't have anything to eat while I was there at all. Nothing. And I literally was just sitting there because my leg got a little bit tired. We were there for a few hours. And so I was sitting there. But no, it was just a terrible... I don't know what the hell he was thinking taking that picture.
Were there EMTs there?
There were a bunch of everybody there, yes, and nobody came to my aid because nothing was wrong. It just so happens that I happened to be leaning back at the exact time, and I don't know why my eyes are closed. Maybe because I didn't want to see him taking pictures. But seriously, it's like the worst picture you could possibly take of somebody.
Yeah, that's really not a good shot at all.
All right, you can take it off now. That's fine.
Oh, it's stuck. It won't come off. I can't turn it off.
Pregnant. Dude, I'm not pregnant. I had a whole bunch of shit in my pocket. You don't understand. Like, I literally had like more than this stuffed in my pockets.
Right.
Because my nose was a little bit runny. And so, I had my pockets loaded with stuff, and that's the picture he decided to take.
And put up.
Ridiculous. Yeah, and then you're going to put it up there. How's the new job going? Seems to be going okay as of right now. Hi, Seth and Chris. Hope you have a good day. Thank you, Natalie. If men could get pregnant, population would go up because I think there are now more gays than straight people. Yes.
No, I don't think that's true. I don't think there's more gay people than straight people.
No, I don't think so either.
I think they just make louder noise.
Now, I'm going to play a video since I see that my friend Jim is watching the show.
Yeah.
And I want to see what his take is. He can go ahead and text in and let me know what your take is after I play the video, and then I rebuttal it a little bit. Rebut it. Rebut it. I'm going to give the opposite of whatever.
You do your retort.
I'm going to retort it. Here we go.
You want to know what caused January 6th? There's such a temptation to say that there's one man whose name is unspeakable. We can't.
No, first of all, it's QAnon. It's QAnon.
It's QAnon. You want to know what caused January 6th? Is pervasive censorship in this country in the lead up to January 6th. You tell people in this country they cannot speak, that is when they scream. You tell people they cannot scream, that is when they tear things down. And so the reality is, we were told that you could not question where the virus came from when we all knew it came from a lab in Wuhan, which now they admit. We were told that you could not send a private message to someone on the eve of an election, that Hunter Biden's laptop story was actually a true story worth considering before an election. You were systematically suppressed. So think about this. You told you had to be locked down, had to take a vaccine that was mandated and forced down your throat, stay locked down in your home while Antifa and BLM roam and burn the streets of this country. So that's the lead up of one full year of telling people you have to shut up, sit down, and do as you're told. And then you tell them, okay, there's an election where you didn't get the information that you needed, such as the Hunter Biden laptop story being real and suppressed. That's what caused January 6th.
All right, you just got my vote. One vote for Vivek right here.
Look, I'm not saying he's wrong. I actually agree with a lot of what that guy has to say. However, that same guy, after January 6th, came out and said it was Donald Trump's fault, and that Donald Trump should be held accountable for what happened. He also said that Donald Trump should be held accountable for what happened on January 6th at the ballot box. Now, this is the same guy that has also come out and said he would pardon Donald Trump for everything that he's done. So which is it, Vivek? One, you lie to me once and you lose me. All right? And so I do have a problem with that.
How did he lie? He lied or he had an opinion on January 6th that with further information 2 years later isn't the same.
What further information do you need? On January 6th, we all saw the video of Donald Trump saying, walk peacefully to protest to the Capitol. He didn't say anything about rioting. He didn't want anybody to riot. In fact, he condemned it while it was happening. He condemned it after it happened. But this guy came out and said that Donald Trump was accountable for what happened on January 6th.
Maybe
he did it on Twitter. Maybe Jim doesn't have Twitter, but you have Twitter.
Maybe he just got caught up in the hysteria.
He got caught up in the hysteria. Okay.
Could be. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe he did. But you lied to me, and I'm not one that sits back and said, maybe this is the guy I want to vote for.
Did you vote last time?
Of course.
Then you voted for somebody that lied to you. Because they all do.
I'm sure they all do. But I have seen his lies, and that's fine. Again, a lot of the things I played some of his videos earlier that I really do think are great. I think he has some great opinions on what he should do with the country.
Sure. But
how do I know when he's telling the truth, when he's not telling the truth? Because he wanted to hold. Oh, by the way, Jim, I remember certain people were there and know actually what happened on that day, and it wasn't really that bad, according to people that I've talked to who were there on January 6th. I'm not going to name names. I'm just saying. And then on top of that, we all know who certain people voted for, Jim, when it came to Donald Trump. And Donald Trump was not accountable and did not cause January 6th to happen. But Vivek did come out and try to hold him accountable and said that he was the one that caused January 6th to happen. Now he's walking back his comments. That's fine, because he understands that you piss off a Trump crowd and you have no shot. Your 8% goes out the window if you piss off the Trump crowd.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're wrong. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know the circumstance of it, and look, I go, and I think we just go into elections differently. You go into it as an optimist. I go into it knowing that every single one of these guys is a piece of shit that I wouldn't serve a sandwich to. I mean, they're all scumbags. And given that they're all scumbags, I just look at it as who's saying enough of the right stuff that I want to hear. And again, I don't know nothing about Vivek. To be deadly honest, the clips that you played here at the intro and just now, that's the extent of my knowledge of Vivek. I have not looked him up. I have not, because I don't look up anybody, because they're all scumbags. It doesn't make me any justice to. It does me no good to learn these guys, only to find out later that, I don't know, they raped a kid or something and they're out of the race. With all the smear nonsense that'll come out later. So I haven't looked. That being said, I do like what he just said here with Tucker. I like hearing that, and that's solid.
And the 10 truths that I played earlier, I think that he sounds good. But again, they all sound the same.
Okay. All right, well, let me play this out in worst case scenario in Seth world.
Okay, worst case scenario in Seth world. All right.
So you've already written off Vivek.
I have not.
You have not? But you're leaning toward it because he lied to you.
Yeah.
Okay. What's going to happen if Don Trump doesn't stay Teflon like he's been so far and actually gets indicted for January 6th? And then your choice, then he's out of the running for president because you can't have led an insurrection and be elected president. I believe that's the law. So if that is indeed the case, will you forgive the lie?
That's a good question. I don't know yet. I mean, I have to see how everything plays out. I got to see how these debates go. I got to see who, I think is a legitimate candidate for president.
Sure.
I mean, I might vote for Governor Nome from South
Nome.
Dakota. Yeah, she's way hot, dude. So I might have to, I might have to vote for her because she's like super good looking. Like
she's good looking.
I saw her in a welder's uniform the other day, and I was like, yeah, dude. I paused the commercial and was like, all right, I can vote for somebody like that.
Nice.
Trump fell into a Democratic trap on January 6th because just because you wear a Trump hat doesn't make you a supporter. And that's who attacked the Capitol. I was there. I know you were there. So that's why I'm asking you why you would support Vivek, who came out and said that Trump was accountable for January 6th. I know it wasn't Trump supporters that went in there. I know it was a lot of people that weren't Trump supporters. I know there were trucks backed up and all kind of stuff was inside those trucks to hand out to people so that were going to go and riot and storm that Capitol. I also know that we've seen the videos from Tucker and other sources that they let people in, including that guy with the horns who everybody wanted to yell about and scream about. They were finding doors for him to open up and go inside.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's this is why I said exactly what I said at the beginning. I can't root for any of them right now. I just can't, because you just don't know. You don't know what's going to shake out. If right now you're holding on to something that happened 2 years ago, you don't know who. Vivek might be the only guy. Then what? Then you're going to grudge vote him?
No, then I would have to vote for him. Absolutely.
That's what I mean.
I would vote for anybody other than Biden or anybody on that side of the ticket.
I don't know. It's a little too early to say that, isn't it? I mean, it's not too early to say Biden. It's certainly not too early to say Camel Toe Harris. It's that, but the others are. Yeah, I mean, we don't know what the other. There might be some moderate Democrats out there. We don't know yet.
The one guy that I kind of like is Kennedy. Okay. I kind of like that guy a little bit. I mean, I think he has some good ideas. I think he, has some, thoughts that I kind of agree with.
You're writing off the obvious. What if Fetterman decides to run?
I'd have to vote for him. I'd vote for Fetterman only because it would be it'd be better than having Biden in office. Every day would be something funny to talk about.
A vote for Fetterman is a vote for mental illness. I could see that being his slogan. And then not knowing his name when he approves the message. I'm in heaven. I approve this message.
Scott must have just joined. I knew you would like Vivek if you just listened to him. Look, I do like him. But I also know that he lied, or at least is walking back his comments about saying that Trump was responsible for January 6th. And I know how certain people, Jim, who is there, feel about Donald Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, I can't believe we're into this 18 months ahead of it, but my God.
You got it. I mean, now is when things are starting to heat up a little bit. And it's only going to get worse.
I know.
And,
dude, I know. That's my thing. Is it's only going to get worse.
Kennedy is a climate nut. Okay, he may be a climate nut. I didn't say I agreed with everything that he believes in.
Well, you didn't say you disagree with everything Vivek said, but you said that you don't forgive him for lying.
Look.
Okay, well let's go this way. So if Kennedy was on the ticket, and all of a sudden he came out tomorrow and said, you know what, that Elon, whatever her name, what's the squad lady's name?
Ilhan Omar.
Ilhan Omar is crazy, and I'm against climate change. I'm for more coal. If Kennedy turned that corner, would you hold him accountable for lying, or would you accept it because it's what you want to hear?
Look, there's a difference between blaming somebody for a riot against our Capitol and saying maybe he was exposed to something saying that climate change isn't necessarily real.
Yeah, and to me, I don't know. Let's play this all the way out, though. To me, the climate change lie is much more egregious than the invasion of the Capitol. Because the climate change is going to take your money for the rest of your life and your kid's life.
Okay. Yeah,
January 6th is just done. It's just an event. It's over.
I understand. I don't understand this. I don't understand what is going on with my friends here. At least Vivek has the balls to be in a race. I don't even understand what that means. So does 9 other people. I mean, does that mean I have no balls because I'm not running for president? I don't understand what that... Look, I said that I like what he had to say. I said he's also a fucking liar, but I also said that I like what he has to say as far as what he wants to do with the country. What do you want? I did my research. I did the push-ups, as Triv would say. I don't know what you want me to do. I enjoy what he says the country should be like. I think that sounds great. But I also know he's a liar, like the rest of them, because he did come out and blame Donald Trump for January 6th when, again, Jim, you were there. You know it wasn't Donald Trump's fault. You were there. But he did blame him. And now he's walking everything back, saying he'll pardon him for everything, which is great. I like him. I don't know what you want. But at least he has the balls to be in a race. What does that even mean? Great. So do a lot of people. Biden's an idiot, but yet he has the balls to be in a race. I don't know what you want.
Biden was in a pretty compelling bike race. You show the clip all the time of that.
Yeah. Do I still have that? I don't know if did I get rid of that? I think I got rid of that.
Oh, how could you get rid of that one? That was a jewel.
Yeah. I have too many things. I do have this, though.
Oh my God. Staples actually sells staples.
Will never go away.
You vote for her.
I would.
No matter what lie she told you.
He said Trump was responsible because he's running for president against him. No, he actually said last night, and again, I sent you the ABC article, and I thought you were going to come back with, ABC lying liberal media. But he was on Fox last night saying the same shit, that he's walking back his comments. And he says he wants Trump in the race. He wants Trump to be running against him, and I respect that. And I think that's great. I don't think it's smart, but I think it's great.
Just depends on what his agenda it really is. If his agenda is truly to be the president, then no, having Trump in the race is not good for him. If his agenda is to make a bunch of CPAC money, then having Trump in there is definitely more, because there'll be more people that hate Trump that'll throw money at him. You really just got to look at what his true agenda is. He's a billionaire. He knows how to make money. I don't think he's saying anything off the cuff, do you?
No.
I think everything he's saying is thought out in some way, shape, or form.
Of course, Vivek is only in it to get his name out there for a Senate run. I don't know. And again, I don't know where this attack is coming from that I don't like Vivek Ramaswamy. Never heard of the guy before like a month ago. And what he has to say, I do like. But what he did lie about, I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people out there. I don't know who to, this whole thing just began. So I don't know what to, who to vote for yet. I want Trump back.
So is it the lie, or would it be the number of lies? So like if we only have this one lie from Vivek, and then we find 3 lies from Donald Trump, would you be a Vivek guy then?
It depends on what the lie is. If you lie about sleeping with a stripper or a porn star, I really don't care. I mean, you sleep with a porn star. I mean, what difference does it make if you lie about it or not? It doesn't affect me or the country in any way.
Well, what if it was
he's
something
lying about an insurrection against our government? Yes, I think that's a pretty big lie.
What if it was something? And again, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I definitely hate to be very clear. I am not Chiselka here. That is just trying to swing my nuts through the Democratic Party. I'm not. But if
get him, Chris. Get him. How? Get me. Did you get me?
I'm not trying to get anybody. I'm just asking questions. If it was proven that Trump had some sort of collusive effort to create propaganda about the voting, which is the firestorm issue. Was the vote real? Was the vote not real? Let's say for the sake of, and again, I'm not saying anything that I've read. I'm just saying we get some secret memorandum to some company in China that has virus control into the electronic things. And it comes out that Trump knew about it. Not necessarily encouraged it, but he knew it was there and didn't stop it. Not technically a lie, but he didn't do anything to stop it. Would you hold him accountable for that more than Vivek backtracking on what he said on January 6th?
If he was
on what happened
January 6th?
But I'm saying Trump knew there was fraudulent voting and did nothing about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, again, I don't know how that correlates. I mean, what do you mean? If he knew there was...
He knew that there was fraudulent voting, and instead of stepping in and stopping it and saying, we're not going to allow these machines because we have proof that these machines can be hacked by the Chinese government. And here's our proof. Instead, he let it fly because he thought he was going to win.
Well,
if there was that proof,
I wouldn't like something like that. I mean, why? I mean, I don't like liars to be in charge of our government. I wouldn't like that at all.
Yeah, but which would be more egregious?
I don't know if there's anything more. Well, again, I don't know if there's either or on that. I don't like liars. I don't like people telling me.
So you would take them both off of your ballot.
Absolutely.
So you would be DeSantis bound.
Yeah, until I find out something about that guy.
You might get your welder chick.
I want her. Yes, absolutely. In many ways. Vivek has been on Fox way before he started running. Okay, and I don't care. What difference does that make?
He's probably been on other channels too.
I'm happy for him. Again, I don't understand this like hatred towards me for not Karen, I swear to God, I have to go over to their house and see if there has to be a poster of Vivek on the ceiling in every room. I don't understand what's going on here.
Do you think
I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not saying he wouldn't be a good president. I don't know.
Do you think it's because we goofed on him on Monday about that people won't vote for him because he's an Indian guy? And
maybe.
So your friends are determined to say, well, he's way better than that.
Look, I played his clips, and I think he has great things to say. I don't know what else you want from him.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't really play anything that was how dare he say this?
Right. I looked. I even looked to see if there was something bad that I could play about him. The only thing bad that I could play about him is the fact that he lied about January 6th.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a bumpy ass ride. How much is the media going to hide the Hunter laptop again?
Admit that you hate Vivek. Yes, I refuse to go into any Indian stores. When my wife orders Indian food, I shout her down.
And make her eat it outside, right?
Eat it outside, yes. I don't even let her eat it in the car. It's on the driveway.
What is that you're eating, curry? Get out of here, you Vivek lover!
Jesus. Nothing against the guy. Oh, God.
That's funny.
Socialism doesn't work. Of course not.
Who said social? Now we're down to socialism?
I don't know. Sandy is on you. I don't know why. It's funny, though.
I'm like, holy smokes, we went a long way from I kind of don't like something Vivek said to now we're on the road to socialism. How did we get there?
I have my Trump song. I could play that. And we got to replace one of the heads with Vivek. That's not the one. I did find the other video that we wanted to play though.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life, nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life, fresh goes better with Mentos fresh. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
No door dashing Indian food either. Absolutely not.
Good point.
F this guy.
That's right.
Vivek is going to be door dashing for me. That's all I got to say.
Well, you're sure not getting your vote, goddammit. He told a fib.
Well, when he loses, I'm going to have him door dashing for me.
That's right.
If Vivek and Trump both order DoorDash, who leaves the bigger tip? Trump, no doubt.
See, that's because you're racist. You're going on the stereotype that Indians are cheap.
Now, one thing I did have a discussion the other day about is I don't know if Indians like air conditioning.
Okay, why?
Because every store that I've gone into that's run by an Indian, I'm not trying to be racist here. I'm being, just honest. Mm-hmm. It is hot as balls. Like, it is so hot inside of these stores. I went to a Subway the other day, and it's run by very nice guys, but they're both Indian.
Sure.
I'm sure they're voting for Vivek. But their store is 8 million degrees.
Right.
So then I looked it up because I was curious about Indians with air conditioning. And it actually says that over 80% of people who live in India do not have air conditioning. And they got a lot of people that live there.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's not necessarily shocking. I went to an Indian restaurant over there in Beechwood or Mayfield, one of those, not too long ago. And I was shocked at how hot it was in the place. Yes. Same exact thing. I mean, it was hot. Like, they weren't bringing us water or anything. It was like,
There's a convenience store right by my house. Great place. Right. Got everything that you could possibly need. Love the store. But you go in there, and I got like some chocolate pretzels because my blood sugar was a little bit low. And so I got some chocolate pretzels bag. I opened it up, and all of them were melted. There's a big pool of chocolate at the bottom. I don't think there's any chocolate left on the pretzels because it was so friggin' hot inside that store. Literally, the chocolate melted off the candy.
And that's why I'm not voting for Vivek.
So Vivek does not have my vote now.
No, because he likes it hot.
What are they going to do? Cancel air conditioning in the White House?
hot rooms, hot takes. He just likes the heat.
If Vivek is Indian and becomes president, does he become a guardian?
Good point. Very good point. Only when he visits.
Remember the Seinfeld episode that took place in India? I do. I didn't like that episode, though, because it was all done in reverse. Like, it was done like, oh, this happened, then because this happened. It was just a weird episode.
Oh, if you ever want to investigate the bad side of Indians, we do a segment on the CMS called Indian Tales.
Yeah.
Which is just absolutely will be called racist because we kind of highlight some of the weird things in their culture.
See, I'm not being racist here, right? I'm not.
No.
I've said that I've experienced times when I go into Indian places where it's really, really hot.
Mm-hmm.
If we have any Indians listening, which I doubt, text in whether you're voting for Vivek.
Well, they are.
Well, that would be racist.
Yeah, so what?
Okay, I don't vote for people because of their skin color.
But are you going to tell me that people don't? Of course people do. Do you think the reason that 90% of the black vote went to Obama was just coincidence?
Because he was a great
Get the fuck out of here.
He was a great community organizer, and he did really great.
He was a black man. They would have voted for any black man that was on the ticket against the old white man. Come on. I don't think that's being racist if it's honest.
If Fred Sanford was on the ticket, they would not have voted for Fred.
They would have. They were contemplating the Godfather's Pizza guy, for God's sakes.
Like, would you vote for what nationality are you?
I have no idea. Honest, I think I got some Irish in me because my grandparents took me to the Kiss the Blarney Stone once, but I don't give a shit about nationality. I never have.
Like, I'm part Italian and part like Welsh, I believe. That's where the Williams comes from, and I have a little German in me. That's what she said, and I don't care what nationality somebody is. I'm voting for what they stand for.
Right.
Nor am I not voting for somebody because they're Indian. Jim, Sandy, it doesn't matter to me what nationality or race they are.
Yeah, see, Natalie's on my side. That's 1,000% why. You don't remember all the... Dude, I guess maybe it's because it was before TikTok, but you don't remember all the clips of people in the black communities going, I'm getting a free phone now!
No, we played that.
Obama's being president.
We played a lot of that. Just like a lot of white people vote for a white man. That's not true. I don't vote just because of... I didn't vote for Trump because he's white.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I always find race to be the craziest scenario ever because it's always wrong. Always, 100% of the time. If you make any statement about any race, it's wrong 100% of the time. 100% of the time. If you say all Asian people are good at math, that is not true. It's just not true.
But it's kind of true.
It's not true, though. It's all I got to do is find one dummy that's as dumb as me at math, that whose name is Kim or Joe or whatever, and I prove my point that they're not all. Same with all Indians being cheap. That's not true. All people named LeBron James is cheap. That's a true statement. That's a truthful.
This is not a true statement.
Seth is a Nazi. Wow.
How terrible is that?
Gee.
And I'm the racist. Yeah.
Well, if you are a Nazi, I guess you would kind of be a racist now, wouldn't you?
I am not a Nazi. Let's just get that.
Well, you're taking a beating today.
Feather Indian, not a dot Indian. Now that's fucking racist. I'm going to be called a racist, a Nazi. That's racist.
I'd like to. Who put that one up? Put that one back up for a minute. Who is that? I would just like to correct that, and that would be Feather Guardian, not Dot Guardian.
Wow, man, you people are just terrible today.
I just love it because I can say all the bad stuff, and you're taking the heat.
Yeah, I'm being called a Nazi. Vivek is awesome. I fully believe he would have been an Ignatius guy if he lived in Cleveland. Great. Again, don't say it. I haven't said anything bad about the guy other than I think he's a liar about January 6th.
And you're taking a harsh beating for saying that.
And the people that were there apparently don't agree with me. the guy that was there on January 6th, I probably shouldn't even say anything because he's going to have the feds at his door. I'll miss you at breakfast.
Did Jim have a horn hat?
He did not have a horn hat. But he was there, and he saw that it was not Donald Trump's fault. He saw the trucks that were backed up with people just pulling out signs, given to rioters to try to storm the Capitol. And he also saw the police letting them in. This show's going to be banned.
Did I see Jim stealing a podium?
Jeffrey Euclid, black overpowered the half black for the vote.
Okay.
This is a really good show.
Yeah, because we're just riffing about nothing. It's great.
And Seth has never lied. I'm not running for the damn presidency.
Oh, wow. Now it's getting personal on you.
Of course I've lied. Well, I could name some lies. I'm not going to do it right now. That's for damn sure. But I'm not running for the presidency, am I? Last I checked, I'm an idiot that hosts some crappy podcast. I'm not running for the presidency.
I think you lied when you said you didn't pose for that photo earlier.
Yeah, all right. You still got photo again. I don't know who paid for the buses bringing the films. Oh, we have our guest on.
All right.
All right, we got to take a quick break.
Okay.
We'll do that, and then we have Moon Fever.
That's right.
Very excited. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, so hang on.
It is time to save America and stop funding woke corporations. Shop with merchants that share your values today. Get all the great products you buy online anyway from Mammoth Nation. Visit the online store today at us.cmspn.com and save money while helping to fend off enemies of our way of life. We can't expect change until we make changes ourselves. Shop Mammoth Nation today.
Are you looking for a way to support the Seth Williams Show? Get your Seth Williams Show merchandise today. From coffee mugs to clothing and everything in between, our high-quality merch is the perfect way for you to not only support the show, but show everyone what is the greatest show going today. Just go to shop.thesethwilliamsshow.com now, shop around, and buy some great merchandise from the Seth Williams Show. Shop today.
Hey, it's Seth, and I appreciate you watching today. And you can make a difference. For just $4.99 a month, you can help save someone's life today. It really does count. Every dollar matters. And you can change someone's life. Not these ridiculous dogs. Those are actor dogs. I'm talking about myself and Chris Aiken. I can barely afford a shave and a haircut, or sleeves on a shirt sometimes. We could use your assistance today. Just go to the Odyssey app. Go to the Odyssey website, ODYSEE. Just $4.99 a month can change the world for someone today. Myself and Chris Aiken. We'll give you extra content. We'll give you bonus footage. We'll give you new episodes. Subscribe to the Odyssey channel today. Thank you.
Hey everybody, it's Don Dockin. When I'm feeling nostalgic, I always go to Pinball PA. You gotta go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Stop what you're doing and start making memories at Pinball PA, located at 2284 Broadhead Road, Suite 10B in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. We have over 420 video games and pinball machines to play, and all games are set to free play, so no quarters or tokens are needed. Pinball PA is open 6 days a week, and is the best and most affordable entertainment spot in all of Western Pennsylvania. Check out our website at www.pinballpa.com for more details. Come visit Pinball PA today. Initials up.
Aaron Tees and Signs has become your complete one-stop sign shop.
Call Jimmy at 216-299-9344. Their friendly and professional staff can and will help you build your company brand and identity from start to finish. One stop means you get a complete package from one location. Custom logo design, vehicle graphics, banners, t-shirts, storefront marquees, and so much more. Aaron Tees and Signs, 4883 Turney Road. Call us at 216-299-9344.